इसको ऊपर रखो. वेट मत सोचो. हटो तुम यहाँ से. हटो. Okay. Guys, just for 2 minutes, stand there. I'll make a quick news announcement and then we'll start with the business. Okay, just quick. Yeah, so the live stream, this is the new link with the screen share.
The live chat off है ना?
Okay, so welcome you all to the final pitch of the Entrepreneurship Bootcamp at the IIT campus, and I really want all of yours full attention here, right? And especially the parents, because trust me, the students have been in this humid weather. They have been sort of investing so much of time, efforts, and their energy into learning how to take any idea from an idea stage to a real life business venture, right? So it helps them become independent. Okay. So firstly, let's have a big round of applause for all the parents for taking this initiative and becoming a part of it. Okay. So I have something really special for all the students here. Okay. First, so all the students, they have worked on a project, they came up with their own idea. So we thought that right here in this campus, why to end this right here, right? So we have all of you, which is a 3 months very high-end value program that we run, where your students, all the students here, will learn how to build an idea, how to build a project, and learn the details of his ideation and designing a product, to the basic financials of a startup, and also how to pitch it to the real life investors, right? So we have a very exclusive 3 months program, and we have a special voucher for you, which we'll hand it over to you after some time. Okay, so information about it in the group after the camp. Second very big announcement is that every year we do something really big, which is an ideas festival. It is one of the India's largest kind of ideathons, right? So how many of you have heard of Youth Ideathon? Okay, how many of you have heard of Shark Tank? Right? So Youth Ideathon is another version of Shark Tank, okay, for the school kids. We run it every year in partnership with a lot of big brands, in partnership with Central Board of Secondary Education as well. And this year it's coming again next month, starting from 4th of August, and the registrations are free. We'll be sharing more information and the website links later in the group, so please be tuned. Okay, so let's start with the final pitches, and don't you forget to ask them for the money. Okay, come here. Careful.
Okay. Just a second. Guys, please align.
So you do one thing. You just यहाँ पे बैठो. Give them a thumbs up and then they'll start. Yeah. All the best.
Okay. Yes, we can start.
Good evening, everyone. We all know electric cars now are the future. However, it's causing a lot of inconvenience due to lack of charging points everywhere. So they are in a decline. However, electric cars are really eco-friendly, and they, however, due to their regular cars cause a lot of pollution, and in turn they cause global warming, which is a major global concern.
Global warming melts the Arctics, and global warming causes extreme weather conditions, and it is harmful for me.
As we know, petroleum is a non-renewable resource. You must have all heard about the ongoing petroleum crisis, but what we may not know is that because petroleum is non-renewable, this will become a reality in our future soon. With our business of electric car chargers, what we're doing is we're making electric vehicles more convenient, which in turn gives a boost to the electric vehicle industry, leading to increased consumption, and thus we are helping protect the environment.
So slowly everyone will switch to electric vehicles and this will lead to less pollution. And day by day, petroleum and diesel's prices are increasing rapidly. So because of this, we need to switch to electric immediately. If there are more electric vehicles charging stations, it will be more convenient for the people, which will lead to less usage of petroleum and diesel vehicles.
Wire provides electric charging solution. It provides a minimum number of 10 to 15 electric charges per station. We are also offering energy at a rate of 3 rupees per kilowatt per hour, and this is significantly lesser than the industry standard.
Biops not only provides the service of car park, car charging, and Biops will provide the automatic car washing, and we have restroom and room for rent.
Investment amount are 10 crore per 10% charge, and we hope you invest in our house.
Thank you.
Hold on.
So any questions? I'm sure there will be questions. So it was a very quick, speedy pitch. Yeah. Any questions, anybody?
Very good idea.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Really insightful one. So thanks for the good presentation. So what do you think? One just simple question. What do you think as the largest bar to implement this from government perspective currently in our country?
So there's the lack of demand, obviously, but we're trying to combat that because what we're doing is we're making electric vehicles more convenient, which leads to more people buying them, and that will solve the problem in itself.
And this will be more advantages in future, not right now. It will be more.
Like that.
You will be wrong.
This
Shima.
No, you can give to everyone and we can just
Yeah,
click on
we can just start. All the best. Rashmi.
coming. The light is coming, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah. Done. Thank you.
All the best, guys.
Next group. No, you have to come here. Okay. Just come in front. Okay, you can start.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayush. I am Ishan.
I'm Vishaka.
And we are here to introduce
star fashion brand called Hot Girl.
Nowadays, people are suffering from various. Nowadays, people are suffering from various problems. For example, noise pollution, air pollution, water wastage. So we should move. We must move to a sustainable idea. Sustainability means to meet present requirement without compromising future resources.
We should opt for sustainable fashion as it contributes to green environment. Sustainable fashion entails making things out of local, biodegradable things fabrics that can eventually return to the ecosystem and after they are run out. Textile isn't wasted. Chemicals are used in production, therefore reducing the pollution costs.
We as sustainable warriors have anything ranging from clothing, footwear to accessories. Our brand focuses on using organic fibers and recycled. When we come to think about the fashion industry, it contributes a lot to today's pollution. Even in India, around 43% of manufactured plastics are used for packaging purposes. Most of them are single use. So we aim on using compostable packaging, which is made of bamboo waste. Our brand focuses mainly on Gothic fashion. Now, what is Gothic fashion? Gothic fashion is German European fashion. As youngsters, we are influenced by fashion, mainly due to social media. We do not have brands that sell Gothic fashion in India currently. Even if we try to source them from international brands, they're not quite affordable. But our brand here sells the same products but in a more affordable price. As of now, we are currently marketing and taking orders through social media. But in future, we hope to sell in outlets. So, are you ready to invest in our brand, which is good for the people and the planet?
Yes.
Tanvi, Tanvi. Light is coming. Next time. Thanks, thank you. Thank you. Just be in center. Come in front.
Good morning, everyone. So we will have a website where people can come and put their ideas, and investors can come and invest in it, and the ideators can put in short videos where they can explain their idea and how it will contribute to this.
The investors can scroll through the ideas and look through in which idea they want to invest in. And even the general public can donate for a good cause. They can donate towards the startup.
The investors can directly make the part of a profit small part of the profit, like in the fund that is raised by the startup.
Students like us can use this website. For example, some of us might not be able to think of a startup idea, but they're really interested in entrepreneurship. So they can come on this website and collaborate with others to take the startup ideas forward.
Some of its features are that we provide the people, the startup people, a lot of customization options so that they can make their post very.
Another in the startup, and we can also have a learners page. For example, if students like us want to learn something from the startups, we can go to the website and learn about that.
These days, the number of young entrepreneurs are increasing who are ideating. Therefore, number of investors we require would increase, and our website would provide that.
The investors can connect directly with the original creators. You also might as well think, how are we different from our competitors? First, we charge a very small commission fee as compared to our competitors. Second, our investors can directly connect with our original creators.
the reason people will love our website is because we give them a chance to actually really connect to the investors.
I'm sure in some point of your life, you all might have come across a startup idea, but might not have been able to take it forward. Our website will help such cases and will promote new startups.
I hope you will invest in our startup.
Thank you.
Any questions?
How much we need to invest? What is the need requirement?
However much you want.
That's a good one.
1 rupee, please. 1 rupee, please.
So,
Now, one question. How
your number, your new website,
You can just take that.
from the phishing activities which is very frequent?
We verify the user firstly, and secondly, we obviously have a back team looking in the website, in security and all. We design the website will be designed by the website.
And we must keep the firewall, right?
Yeah. We patent that. All ideas will be patented. Like
That will cost, right?
yeah, our idea will be patented. Like the other startup ideas on our website will be patented by the startup users.
Of course, only patented ideas can be presented on our website.
Thank you. So, Manu. Shiva?
Just come in front.
Thanks.
Group 1. After group 1, Anjit. After group 1, which group is going to form after group 1? Which? Which group is this? Yeah. One. Which one? Okay, this one. Yeah. It's come in front. Start.
Hello everybody, we are from Team here. We are a B2B venture in the market. We market in the EV market. We produce energy efficient systems for EVs, and we strive to make driving safer, faster, and better for all. As of right now, the EVs, we consider EVs to be the future of automobiles. EVs are considered to be greener than regular cars, and there's this general perception among all of us that EVs contribute to pollution because EVs need charging. Most of our charging sources aren't from green. Even today, most of our electricity is generated by fossil fuels. This is a major problem to solve because to become, we need to shift to much more green efficient systems, much more green energy sources, rather than continuing on the same fossil fuel paths. Another problem we have seen in the EV market is that of charging stations. If there are some EV owners here, you might not be as comfortable taking your EV on longer trips because of the lack of charging stations and the lack of infrastructure. So we have with us our product,
Generating source unit. So basically, in this hardware, we have magnets around the wheels and magnetic solenoids on the wheels, so that we could generate power by the principle of electromagnetic induction. And also, we install solar panels in our car, so we could increase the power efficiency and use the basic utilities of the car, and also during the trips, we could also solve the problem of regular charging during long trips.
I would like to ask, isn't human life important? Yes, it is. So, but in case of a car accident, emergency services are not able to come on time, which often leads to loss of human life or major injuries. Like some people have tragic incidents. So we have a solution for this. Our AI chip, known as track function. This chip uses AI and uses sensors of the car provided by the car manufacturer to sense the damage. When the AI chip senses the damage, senses a major impact on the car, it sends a signal to Starlink, which then further sends to the emergency services, which then acts on it. By this way, we can save a lot of lives.
So, how was everyone's trip here? I'll share it with mine. So, how many of you use Google Maps to come here? Did I get a show of hands? Yeah. So, how many of you actually had a solution for this? We are providing a software which, by our means, can distribute traffic when used on large bases. What happens is our software uses alternative routes as a method to go from place to place and which distributes traffic. And so the driver's annoyance and the long hours of waiting in the traffic are stopped, and because of the low distribution of traffic throughout the day. So this technology, of course, is patented. All of our technology is already patented.
So this is the end of our presentation. So sharks, who would like to invest in our company today and join us on this journey?
Thank you.
Reminder.
Good one.
Next. Yeah, okay. Next, please.
The bottom. If any group has any logos, so please give it to
Good evening. I think we can all agree that we've had some shopping experiences where we went to look out for items in different items were out of stock in certain shops, or you couldn't find the items from the brand which you prefer. So, in order to save us from the hassle of visiting multiple shops in order to
So Connect is where the user can access database and he or she can see whether the item that they're looking for is in stock in the shop or not. So this reduces the hassle of the user going through various websites and seeing if the phone they want is still in the website or not, and if it's closed to them or not. So in Connect, we have provided a service where the shops closer to the user are accessible, and then the user also has the option to tag the item that he or she wants. So for example, if I want a phone, and it's out of stock. So I can tag it, and whenever it comes back to the market, then I'll get a notification, and then I can go and buy it.
Website for each product by each shop. We will introduce customer reviews for improving the user shopping experience.
So some of you are wondering how is it different from online delivery platforms like Amazon or Grofers? Well, first of all, we are not a delivery service. We are not delivering anything. We are actually just providing the address and the details for the user to communicate with the shop owners to check if they have the item that they are actually looking for. The user will still have to go to the shop and buy the product by themselves. Why would you not want? Why should they not order online instead? Well, it's the same reason why we prefer to go buy certain things from shops instead of ordering online. It's the guarantee for quality. You are actually looking for quality products, and you're assured of the quality when you're going to the shops on your own, compared to when you're going through Amazon, in which you may be return, you may get products, and you will have to follow the guidelines for a return policy, which can be time consuming. And secondly, money generation. It can be a problem in the beginning because this is a website. First, we'll have to generate enough traffic, and traffic will be generated if we have enough users coming and visiting our website. And once we have enough traffic which is generated on our website, we can start either issuing ads, or we can also charge certain shop owners a minimum subscription fee per month, and in order to keep their shops listed on our website. And this is how we to income from this venture.
Thank you.
Any questions? We'll have to obviously cooperate with the shop owners. That will be the biggest challenge which we'll be having. We'll have to contact them. We'll have to get all the database. Like we'll have to know exact quantities of how many items which they are selling, and we'll have to do that with multiple shops. It's a website currently, but a website can always be condensed into a user-friendly app. Yes.
I think it would be highly challenging initially to compete with the established e-commerce organizations like Amazon and others, right? But that means it will take some time to establish your thoughts in the prevailing market. But because if the struggling reduces, it could lead to optimum utilization of customers' time, and also cleaning up pollution. The vehicle movement would be less. Yes. You don't roam around to search that item. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because of your organization.
Exactly.
Pointed search. Yeah. Good idea. Thank you.
Would any one of you be interested? Yeah, as I said, once the website starts generating enough traffic, we can always look to monetize the website by placing ads, and we can also think of charging the shop owners a minimum subscription fee, a very we'll start low. Obviously, we'll not charge them above. We'll start very low, a very small subscription fee every month in order to keep their shops listed.
Like I order something from your website, so how would I be sure that by the time I
There's a live database, so essentially whenever an item is out of stock, so the database will keep on updating. So it will be a live database, so you'll know when the item is in stock and when it is out of stock.
when I'm starting to my page, but
Yeah, we'll actually provide the contact details, so you can either message or you can call. Like a normal, like in a normal shop, you can always call and.
Whenever a product is low on stock, then you'll always be alerted about that. But if the product is in stock, then you can obviously go and it will most probably be there.
Probably what Nam is trying to say, suppose I want to buy an item. and I would be starting from my home. So is there an option in your system to book that item so that I will come and I will not return empty-handed?
We can always
add this feature to your.
Yeah, we can always arrange for more features like this. Be interested in investing if there was a need. Of course.
Thank you.
So you can tell them. Thank you.
Okay, right?
Just a second. Actually, I need to click a picture. Start.
We never know the water water till the well is dry. Water wastage and sanitation is one of the biggest issues prevalent in almost all countries today.
Diseases like cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, hepatitis A, and polio are some diseases which are obnoxious and unpleasant. 22% of the population in India lives below the poverty line and do not have access to fresh drinking water.
But we have a solution. Do you? Together we need to convert this problem into a solution and help this world be a better place. So now, presenting before you the answer to all the problems. H2O safe and I safe.
iSafe is a sensor. It's capable of sensing the impurities which are present in water. Through AI, we can take the help of this sensor. iSafe is waterproof and it has an inbuilt sensor which is capable of sensing the impurities by its size. Features of iSafe: it's waterproof and it can be placed in water. Portable in size, its approximate size is this, and cost efficient. Many people can buy it, and it's easy to use. So as you can see, it contains only one button, so which means it can be simply used, and it can be turned off and off by this button. And one more thing about this is it has a simple design, so it's not complex. It's just simple, and it has a magnetic charge.
See. Now speaking about the marvelous product's features. So the features are UV water purifier. These filters are zero water wastage. It does not alter the taste, neither the aesthetics of water. It takes less time than what the RO takes for purifying the water. This system is far cheaper than the RO.
Also, we have carbon purifiers. This is made of bituminous wooden coconut shell.
low cost and easy maintenance, no chemicals used, effective and more efficient than ours, is sustainable, environment friendly, and cost effective.
So among you all who would like to be part of our journey is to make the environment a better place. So yes or no?
Yes.
How much cost your machine? That is the AI sensor.
It out depends on the component and how much the raw materials cost to us. But it is much cheaper than what the RO takes to maintenance and the features of all the RO.
And what is the kind of water you are experimenting with? Any kind of water?
We have that mud water. We had a
example.
prototype that you can see.
See, this is the water we put into our purifier. As you can see, this is muddy water. This converts into a fresh drinking water, which is like safe to drink. If you're in an atmosphere like you have tap water or something that would not be this muddy, obviously that should be impure. That makes the pure to drink it outside because you do not prefer buying a water bottle every time you go.
So you are saying only the AI sensor has to be there. That will
Yeah,
make
it
the
will
water
first
cleaner.
find if there are any impurities, and then only it will purify the water.
So first you have to remove the physical suspended particles. Right?
First, we will put this, and it will identify any impurities are there, and then we will go out to the system.
So what does actually the AI sensor will do? It will remove the pathogenic.
No, it will actually sense the impurities by taking the look at the size, and it has like a feature that it will change its color to red if it's dangerous, and then this process will go.
Yellow is for like moderate one, green for safe drink.
Very good. If your AI sensor is economic, then I'll buy it.
For sure, you should buy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, may I have a mic? Okay, you just. Wait, you are from which group? What's your group number?
7.
Seven.
So, hello everyone, our name is TRX, and the problem that we worked upon is like all of you must have bought a car like all the parents. So, when you go to buy a car, you only get a specific model and you receive a set of functions in that model. Like it's impossible to modify it, especially in India. So that's why you have to compromise and get a model that you're only satisfied with but not happy with.
So all of us have bought cars, and as we buy cars, we can only modify them. So we've spotted an opportunity in services where you can make your own. We can give you features like selecting which engine you want, selecting which model you want, and different interiors as well.
We also give you a lot of variety. You can choose if you want an SUV sedan or a pitchback. You can choose if you want a petrol car, diesel car, or a hybrid. You can choose if the car should have a sunroof or not. It's purely according to your taste, so it feels like.
Our company also provides you with various options like wrapping your cars with different types of fonts, colors, or any graffiti material you want. Our company also provides you with multiple accessories like fridges and extra stuff. Also, we provide using of various other speakers and things.
You can also select the lighting and speakers of any company of your choice, and we have a website on which you can customize your car and you can send the model to us.
On the website, our technicians will advise you if the engine or other parts are compatible with your car or not.
And lastly, something which is unique to our brand is that we are going to tie up with many luxury brands like and other brands. So in case someone wants a different branding on their car, like other than a regular branding, they can avail that as well, obviously at an extra cost.
In the end, I hope you liked our pitch, and we hope that you'll invest now.
It's dependent on the model of the engine, the body, the interior that you choose. So it's not one price range.
So it's like you will on the website you will select
Yeah.
and then you will order this to the manufacturer.
Yeah. And then they'll produce accordingly.
So can this happen that I like the body of one brand whereas the engine from the
So we'll have engineers, and if they approve a particular model, if it's going to work, then yes, it's possible.
So normally when we buy a car from one company, we get free servicing, after the first month and then after 3 months and then after 1 year.
Yeah.
So are you going to provide that?
Yeah, we'll work as a normal car brand. So like you'll get all the features you get from a regular car company. Our manufacturing units.
You have a car manufacturing facility?
Yeah.
So it's basically an assembly kind of thing, correct?
Yeah.
Taking it from different manufacturers. How do you decide the price? What is the profit margin you are thinking?
So we'll obviously first we have to build our brand, and as we start building our brand, we'll take some investment, and then we'll try to work on returns. But other than that, one price range isn't really what we are thinking of because it's really subjective depending on what you choose.
You will have a real challenge in deciding the price, right? Because on one hand you are taking it from the brands like you mentioned, Audi, Mercedes, and BMW, and down. On the other hand, if you hike it too much, customer is not going to buy.
Yeah, so as I said, like you pay for what you choose. If you choose a really expensive engine, then you have to. And obviously, for the body, it works.
But it's a advantage is it's customized.
It's totally customized. You can choose whatever you want.
Good. Thank you.
You boys, please come.
Thank you. Cholo. And what?
Hello everyone, I'm Arshia.
And I'm Ayana.
And today we are working on an idea called EduBot. EduBot, yes, education bot. So basically, education nowadays is basically subject oriented, marks oriented, and education is the base for everything. We are making the base stronger. If the base is stronger, the building is stronger. So, and education remains the same. It's the root for everything. You want a doctor, engineer, teacher, education is the base. Education is a part of everything. What we're doing right early. Now, what are the problems? Is the textbook, the huge textbook that you'll go home and read for the upcoming Monday test or anything. Big textbook with small written words on it, and you don't understand. You sit there and you just mumble. And trust me, I've done that for quite a long period of time without understanding it. Doesn't. I don't remember any of it. It's like you're standing on the shore and just looking at the ocean. And the difference that it is when you're standing on the shore and looking at the ocean, and when you go into the ocean, feel the water and swim, is the difference we provide. That is between the current education system and what we are planning to do.
And another thing which we see is that nowadays schools are divided into two ways. So first we have public and private schools, then we also have government schools. But in government schools, we don't see a lot of technology. Even though the government tries its best to include a lot of things, it's technology. No matter if it's a young kid, an old person, everyone can come together on the same platform and actually do some true learning in their free time, and they can learn so many different skills.
Okay, so with financial education, now there are so many different types of financial investment sites, stocks, mutual funds, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't know where to invest, when to invest, how to invest. A youth, I get my first salary, I want to pick it up because, right? So that education is provided on the platform, and then we have various solutions to it.
First of all, we wanted an experience-based education. So rather than studying the components and the big, you dismantle the engines, you understand, you use screwdrivers, you just have fun with it, you experience it, and you might get problems which you don't really see you're reading textbooks. So you try to combat those problems and you understand it with experience.
The second we have is you get to explore more genres of education, like financial education and many more. I am your same age, and I feel that when I understand it, so maybe I can explain it in a better way, in a concise manner, in a clear manner. And we have hands-on experiments where you understand, you get it, and you actually don't focus on getting the marks, but actually gaining the knowledge.
So the most useful feature is that, first of all, our app is based on artificial intelligence and virtual reality, which are emerging parts of technology at this moment. So when we use this, it becomes more technological as well. Then also it's a new experience for the users. And then what I mean by authentic sources are correct sources. So we find videos, but we find a lot of videos, and these videos may not be accurate, even if we're not able to understand the textbooks. So we go forward, and here we'll be looking at some graphics which will be based on authentic information, and these authentic information will be given by experts who have mastered different types of various forms of education and various forms of knowledge-based learning.
Okay, so now a contradicting question to this can be: we have YouTube videos, we have all the websites, education. What is that you are doing? What is different? What is unique? What makes you stand out? So yes, I agree. For financial education, especially, we have different websites. But then when I go on to search it, because I've done it, I want to invest. There are different sites. It's like overloaded with information, and it's an ocean, and you don't get a clear information on just one platform. We're providing that on just one platform. There are stocks and mutual funds and various types of mutual funds in a clear and concise manner on just one platform. Where to start and where to go.
And then there are some other basic challenges which we might face, like if we're spending a lot of time on technologies and on virtual reality, we might get weakened eyesight. So to prevent, take care of themselves as well and not just keep on watching things and understanding, it's important, but their health is also important. So we'll also be focusing on their safety. Then this is also a good way to generate employment. So employment for graphic designers, new emerging technologies, and more in-depth use of virtual reality, and a better use of virtual reality. So please join our community and subscribe and invest. Thank you.
Thank you.
How frequently you are updating your site?
Depends on what kind of information we are providing. It can happen on Every week, also. Weekly lessons.
Once a week?
Yeah, because it actually depends now. If you're talking in a financial manner, the graph changes, the market trend changes every day, like every second, we can say. So that will be an automatic feature in the website, embedded in the website to change the market trends.
And also it will depend on different like things which people request. If someone wants to learn art, they can tell us that they want to learn art, and we'll be ready with some art. We can be ready with some art graphics. We can be ready with some courses, which will be fun. Not the courses we have nowadays. And they'll actually be doing some new paintings, and they'll be just loving the subject. So
very good. Only just think of reducing the frequency. That would fly your business.
Thank you.
For young investors, would you be keeping some slack on the investment part? Or it would be unlimited?
Yes, there will be a slab because yes, it's risky. I agree. You can start by investing 100 rupees. What is 100 rupees? We spend it now like on chips also. So I think you can start with 100 rupees and start. Yeah, so there will be a slab for the young investors.
Yeah, it's always good to build in the security element.
Yeah.
it will be both. Actually, like if we talk about outsource, we'll be asking some professionals. So if we're talking about financial technology, we can ask some experienced chartered accountants for their experience for young learners, and then also for even like in different subjects. So we can ask professors also. So it can be both. It can also be in-house. Like we can ask teachers who have been teaching the same material for a long time how to make it more innovative from their perspective. Even if you're just a young kid, we can gamify. We will be gamifying it as well, and then we can learn anything because knowledge is unlimited. Anyone can learn anything. So at any age.
So education academically, I think it can start from any age. Financially, I'm focusing more on my age, which is like 13 to 19 probably, or maybe like 20, 21, early 20s, because that is when you start earning and investing. So that is when you need the knowledge.
Well presented.
Thank you. Good question. So for entrepreneurial content, we're going to touch base with them. Okay. Good. What's up? Quickly stop. Okay, you send it off.
Good evening, everyone. So, as we see today, we see that particular adolescent group, that group of children till the age of 18. We see them facing anxiety and stress, not only related to studies, but also to various social issues and their friend circles and the peer pressure, the parent pressure. And we feel that it's important for those children to get therapy because they, as being the Gen Z kids, they don't feel that they can confide with their parents because they feel insecure, and because of the social bullying, they don't feel very open. Like they're scared of basically opening up to everyone. So that is why we have come up with Therabud. Therabud basically means there a bud, meaning that when you are alone or you feel sad, there's always a for you. So basically, that is our style.
How our concept register with a username and accounts, no Apple ID, and it stays anonymous.
There are people who are specially abled, who have body image issues, who have homophobia. Here, we hear them and understand their problems. We help them to get to know themselves and find their potential. We support them and we help them to win over their anxiety and depression.
Apart from our anonymous therapy sessions, we also have one another facility, which is social help groups. I hope everybody here has heard about them. And if not, social help groups, some people are not really comfortable or convinced of the idea of starting with therapy. So you might be more comfortable with confiding in somebody you think understands you. Uh, in such groups of problems, societal problems, beauty problems, and they are guided by a therapist, and it will be organized online as well as offline, and you can share your problems. Hearing others have facing something which is similar to yours helps you and would help you gain confidence in this entire procedure.
Now, we understand that therapy is a new concept to most of the people here. And sometimes parents, even though they want to help their children, are not sure what they should be doing. So, on our we understand that sometimes parents completely say no to the fact of therapy because they face some social stigmas and they think that their child might become more depressed or anxious about their social image instead of getting better. So we will also be changing the values that a person has to pay according to their status. For example, if there's a student and they want to pay for the therapy on their own because their parents are not supporting it, then we will change the range of the payment that they have to pay according to them. Other than that, I think, the app that we'll have will be notifying people every day about if they're doing okay, and they could take a small 5-minute quiz about how their mental health is so that they can keep a check and keep tabs on their how it's degrading or as for the monetary asking you all is it's 5 crores. So we're hoping that you will be investing. Any questions? I think not for a very long time, pretty sure. But like that is for the starting, and then we're pretty sure that a lot of people will be ready to come into us. So then they will be giving us money, and then we grow. So after we have done the basic setup, such as the apps and the offices for our therapy, once we start, which would take about 3-4 months, we can start getting our returns while people enroll.
How you are going?
Right. So first off, social media is helping teams a lot these days. There is not a single team these days that is not on Instagram. So we're planning to start an Instagram page where we could make reels that people relate with, so that they know that this is not an issue that only they face. So from that platform, they could get to know what exactly they're facing.
Other than social media, I think you can think of publicizing through approaching in different ways, approaching different societies in a group, or dividing amongst
We campaign workshops in various schools or
Correct.
various.
those in-person things sometimes motivates people more. Good, new idea.
Thank you.
How do I ensure identity is not revealed?
Yeah, so you just set up a username and password for yourself. You don't sign in from Google accounts or from Apple ID or from Facebook or anything else. So your identity remains safe. You don't even put in
mobile number. And when you have that session with the therapist, you have to enter the app. So it's not like you have to join through Microsoft Teams or any Google Meet so that you have to give your personal information.
And your password won't be even visible to us, it would be fully encrypted. So
that would be there in the privacy
The other group, you have got checks. Seriously.
So
Yeah.
will you all be investing in our
And not necessarily 5 CR. Whatever.
whatever?
You should start from a lower range.
Yes.
I think you're helping someone struggling with mental health at a point. Some of you would have struggled or will eventually. So.
Invest now. Good.
Thank you so much.
Very innovative.
Thank you.
I believe admissions in psychology honors has really gone up throughout the country this time. Nishita, Anika, Anandini, Shivanya, Simhan. Can we move it forward? Thank you.
All right, so now we are towards the end, but I believe you all are curious to know a bit about our expert, amazing trainer here. She will also share her experience of interacting and training the young minds here. So, ma'am, please. Yes.
So hi, Pagan. So I'm Manjeet Mandelwal. I just hope you guys had a bit of stimulation. Yeah, so it's been a boot camp and a day-long session. So how was your experience? How was your experience? Did you learn something? Did it stimulate? Did it stir something in your minds? Some curiosity? Yeah, right? Yeah, something. I want some answers. Come on. Great. Okay. So just to clarify, so entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea also, all right? Nevertheless, I've seen a lot of people joining with us in order to know what is it like. Because, you put your foot in something and you try to sense something. It is difficult to know what's his journey like. So some people join for curiosity. Some people get in depth with us, and we've helped them build ideas, and we've really grown with them. We've helped them grow as well. So it's for various purposes that entrepreneurship as a skill has been added by authorities also, by school authorities. CBSE is trying to build this as a skill. We have a lot of incubator centers as well. Okay, young minds, especially this particular age group, the young mind sector that it is. So trying to map them, right? So the kind of basic survival skills. I feel that it's a life skill. So basic survival skills through entrepreneurship is there. So I talked about Bill Gates. So start early, as I say. Don't wait. If you're ready, it's a great idea. It's a tested, experimented. You find merit in it, but of course, test it. It has to be grassroots, right? Start early. There is no issue, and we have examples where young minds, spirited minds, like you started from home. So families have supported, right? So therefore, funding as such, of course, is a challenge later. But then we can start early. We do this. We try to get into this entrepreneurial. We try to promote this skill. Reason being, again, young minds, agility, flexibility, risk taking. So therefore, these are things we feel that you should at least know, right? And very popular सी एक saying है that आप factory से तो बहुत सारे घर बना सकते हैं. So again, employment and of course income generations. But एक घर से factory बनाना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. So that's for our country as well. It's a great skill, right? And it puts you in a different league altogether. It tends to get this skill I feel tends to make you get to know yourself better because it's from this skill starts from you. This journey begins from you. Right? And then, of you become a researcher, you become, an operational manager, you're also managing finances, you're managing, you're doing all the, hedging part of it, you are connecting with the vendor, so therefore vendor management, licenses, registration, blah, blah. Every day it is a different story. Half a day, the story, the entire, multitask. It's very important, survival skills. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that, it's an interesting set, right? Try, reading, try researching, go through our website, try, picking an interest in this, curiosity. No, get to know yourself better. So as we talk about your strengths, your hobbies, yes, we try to connect you with yourself, which is an introspection or which is normally not done. So we put across a mirror, we brainstorm, we choose a lot of techniques how to do this. So there's, as I said, not just logical deduction, but also, mental stimulation. We help you build models within your thoughts. Within your thoughts, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself, build models. And again, as I said, it's right? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, parents and students, all right? And I look forward to see some of you in our Young CEO program. Right? Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, so just to wrap it up, so the students have taken a test, if you remember, right? So the test basically makes them to know more about themselves, their skills, and their entrepreneurial acumen and skills, right? So that will be the first step to know themselves better, so that plan on how to build their strengths and overcome their weaknesses in future as well, right? So the results and the interpretation are right there. We'll be sharing that with you as you walk out of this room. And just going to repeat such announcements that next month we are going to have the India's largest Ideas Festival. It's totally, completely free. I would like all of you to participate and submit ideas. We'll get in India and means abroad as well. It's named as Youth Ideathon. We'll be sharing the links in the group. And the Young CEO program, which we run exclusively for our really highly motivated students every year. So this year we are going to exclusively offer for you, and the batches are starting next month. It's a 3 months kind of program, and a platform to continue this journey of building the projects and the ideas, and learning the really stepwise steps and stages of building an idea into a real life business venture, and interacting and getting mentored by some really good entrepreneurs and industry experts, which includes MAM as well, right? So special offer and invite for all of you to join the program. We'll be sharing the details in the group. And we have had a really long day. We'll break out now. If you need to interact with us and do some kind of a networking, we are just available outside. Please take your vouchers and the tests and the results of the test as you walk out. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure interacting with all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hi.